3-day survival challenge. Yes, yes. No food, no water, just my bow and the bare essentials in my backpack. So what's the most important things when you're in the African bushveld for a survival challenge or a survival situation? Water. It's hot, it's humid, and you dehydrate extremely quickly.
Guys, there's wildebeest right here. We're not ready to hunt. We need to set up shelter. But there's wildebeest not even 120 yards from us in the road.
So our strategy is to cross the plains because the trees that side look a lot bigger and the canopies look a lot thicker. Ideal for setting up camp, especially in this weather. The sweet, sweet sound of running water. This is going to be our life source over the next 3 days. It's going to be crucial to the success of the challenge. This just shows how much rain we've had. So this is a flowing river. Guys, this is absolutely amazing. I couldn't be more stoked that our trip is starting like this. This is what we came for. Right, so our next step is to find a nice spot for setting up camp. You don't want to be too close to the water. One, predators. Predators will come in mostly in the night. There's a lot of leopard in the region, and mosquitoes. The bugs will kill us at night if we're too close to the water. But I also don't want to have to walk so far that I'm dehydrated by the time I get to the water source. So I'm going to look in this tree line here, probably 200-300 meters away from this water source. And I think we'll find a nice canopy, enough trees or strong enough trees to hold up my hammock. We'll be ready to bunker down for the next 3 days, start hunting for food. So we haven't decided yet if this is going to be the spot. We need to test if the hammocks are going to fit, if our tarp's going to fit, because obviously it's going to be a lot of rain this weekend. We're going to give it a go, clear the brush, see if the hammocks fit, and this might just be our camp for the weekend. That's going to be my bed for the next 3 days, but we are going to get wet and we're going to attract snakes if we don't clear this ground brush. Cool, so we're just going to we're getting this tarp up now, just trying to make sure that it's balanced perfectly. Obviously, as you can see, I'm not on my own in the bush, so I have to make sure it covers myself and Tristan, just so we don't get wet through the night. Cold we can combat, we've got sleeping bags, you know, we're tough, but when you get wet, that's when hypothermia and that kind of stuff can settle in. just to make this look a bit. Right guys, so we got, when I said earlier that we have the bare essentials, this is a no open fire zone, so we have our own little gas burner, probably the most important thing on this whole trip, a little cast iron pan. Probably the thing that takes up the most space in my entire kit is a full IFAC. Got a tiny little hand wire saw, wrap it around a tree, work it, you can cut down much larger stuff than what you can with a machete. Obviously I've got my ghillie for bow hunting. It's going to stay in my mobile pack. I have some fishing hooks, some fishing line. We're going to see if we can maybe catch some fish. When I do these kind of things, I'll always have a hike in and hike out bag, and then something that's slightly smaller and carries essentials that I need while I'm out in the bush, and leave the hike in hike out bag at camp. Sweet guys, if we don't do it now, we're not going to eat tonight, which means we prolong it by another 24 hours. So we're going to spend the rest of the day trying to procure some food for the evening. Let's go get ourselves some food. Okay guys, so I didn't think I was going to include it in the video because it didn't seem like much of a point, but we found human spoor up there. Not even 25 meters later, he has a trap that a poacher has set. So it's very well hidden. A bulk like an impala, a blessed bulk, something like that walks through, and as it tightens up, the bulk freaks out, and the more the bulk freaks out, the tighter it gets around the bulk's neck. Assholes. Right, we're about 100-200 meters away from where we want to try and fish. Haven't done it here before. We've just been told by locals that they are fishing here, so we'll give it a go. From us the whole time we're hustling and bustling for fish. They ran off, and for some reason they've come straight back, so we just need to recalculate where they are, set up an ambush. It's raining now, it's perfect conditions. We're gonna hopefully eat tonight. They literally ran away, and while I'm looking at my binoculars, they just turned around and came straight back. So I've left the lure in the water. I really don't think it's going to do anything, but when you're in these situations, you take chances and hopefully they pay off. We're getting fatigued, we're burning a lot of calories and we're getting nowhere, so we're going to head back up. It's getting very hot, but we'll make it happen. Right guys, we don't know what tomorrow holds, but if I know one thing, that is bait. Check this, guys. It's a chameleon. Just like that little worm thing that we found in the road, this is going to be some good bait when you come back to the water tomorrow. It's always a shame to see such a beautiful creature like a chameleon lying dead on the road. All those potential babies that could have populated the area, but we're in a survival situation. We didn't hurt it or kill it, and so we're going to use the opportunity to our advantage. Look at this, guys. He's in a really bad spot. I don't think he knows about it, but I think let's get him off the road and he should be okay. And it's a bust. The wind swirled on us, they caught scent and they ran off. If we kept our plan and the wind worked in our favor, probably would have got 40 yards from them and I would have eaten tonight. I'm starting to get really hungry and really tired, but I'm not regretting this. We'll make one last attempt on wildebeest before calling it a day. Right guys, so just a bit of a debrief. We obviously did a couple of stalks on some awesome animals. None of them were unfortunately successful. The wind was just swirling out of control today. It was never easy to determine what angle to come after the animal with. We tried fishing, but the lures weren't working, so I'm busy collecting bait. So tomorrow we're going to go back, see what we can do. Unfortunately tonight we're going to bed hungry. It's about to get dark. Sleep tight and we'll see you in the morning. Peace. We got rained out this morning, so we've been troubleshooting, trying to fix some fatal flaws in our structure. I'm extremely hungry. It's 24 hours now. We need to get out in the bush and we need to go try to get something to eat. Right guys, that took a lot longer than we expected. Just try to make sure everything's waterproof for the day, because we're probably not going to be back here for the next 9 or 10 hours unless we get lucky. But yeah, that's it. Right guys, we've just come across perfect bait. literally sitting over here. I don't know how I arranged that wrong, but that's hunting. The broadhead's stuck in there, but the arrow is perfect.
Right guys, heading down to the dam again. Probably got 3 hours left of daylight. Still no food. We got so close to a full herd of zebra and wildebeest. Our goal was a zebra in that herd. And there was a bedded bull that we didn't see at 28 yards. As soon as we were getting set up on that zebra, he stood up, blew his nostrils, and everything ran. So disappointing. We went all out on that one. The closest we've been in 2 days. But we've got a couple of baits that you guys have seen that I've picked up, so I'm hoping we can hook a fish and at least eat tonight. Very good.
Dude, I'll be honest, my shooting is not what it should be, but that's 2 days, no food. I think we've clocked almost 45 kilometers of walking in 2 days. So my shot looked a bit left, but it went straight through the jugular. The height was right, but straight through the jugular. Dropped right where she was. You saw I ran up because it looked like she was going to struggle. So I wanted to put a second arrow in her and let her just pass peacefully, but yeah, by the time we got into position to do that, it looks like she's passed. But man, hey, so if you come and have a look at this shot, like I say, not making excuses, but 48 hours, 46 kilometers of walking, no food, just water, gear on our back. The height was good. It's exactly where I was aiming, center body, behind the shoulder, but obviously pulled a bit left. Not proud of it, but considering the circumstances, I'm just super proud, and this means I can eat tonight. So survival's not about being perfect, it's about executing and knowing that you can execute. 63 yards I shot her, and man, you know, normally we hunt because we enjoy hunting, we enjoy harvesting our food. This time was just different. Sleeping in the bush, knowing that you have to kill to eat, not just put something in your freezer and enjoy over a couple of months. I'm super blessed, super blessed. We're gonna eat good tonight. Thank you. Right guys, I'm just sweating. I had to run all the way back to the dam. It's about 400 meters because we left our gear there trying to be light. We're going to just get the back strap. I've called the rangers in to come pick her up. We don't want it to go off, so we're just going to harvest this back strap. I've got some bags here to keep it nice and fresh. Then we're going to cook it tonight. Look at that. Right, it's just me and Tristan. There's no need to take a village. Like I said, the rangers will be in 5 minutes to pick up the carcass and nothing goes to waste. And this should be our dinner for tonight. We've got to get back there quickly, check our fishing lines, and then we've got to get back. That's going to be good. I think we've got a fish. Line's tight, line's tight. This was the chameleon, the dead chameleon we found on the road. It's tight, it's tight. It's not giving a fight, but this is something. Yes, yes. Got some broken water.
Yes, lad. There you go.
That's a beautiful catfish. I just decided to do it here so we don't have fish waste near our camp. So exactly like the blessbok, we're going to cut down its spine. We miss all these bones. And that's it. Beautiful piece of catfish meat. It's getting very dark. Check that sunset, it's beautiful. Right guys, we've just got back to camp. That was extremely dodgy. Bush dysphoria kicked in and really had to bring in some GPS and coordinates into play to get back to camp, but we are safely. We're going to just quickly unpack, get things organized, and we're actually going to get into some dry clothes because we're in for a bit of a cold night, and then we're going to start cooking this blessbok. Something I didn't talk about on day one, a little homemade spice I spoiled to myself for getting the job done. So we're going to crack this onto the meat as well. To get this silver skin off, chop it up into smaller pieces so it fits on the pan. Tristan's not feeling too well and I'm exhausted. So the quicker we can cook it, eat and get some rest, the better for both of us. We've got a decent amount of meat here in the pan. So we cut the blessbok up kind of like a beef stroganoff into cubes. Get it spiced, get this thing on. Let's see what we can do here. Choose my ghillie as a bit of a heat resistant, and my hat just to be safe. For all of you that have stuck with us through this whole journey, this is what it's about. I'm not just doing this for the video. That is flipping good. I can't believe that in the last 2 hours, 3 hours, this thing was living. Forgot to blow. Check it out. Guys, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to get into some dry clothes and I'm going to hit the bed. I am exhausted. Tristan's exhausted. We worked really hard today, as you guys can see. Cheers.
Right guys, it's morning of day 3. Tristan has been vomiting and literally just haven't slept the whole night. Tristan's in not good shape, so we've called the rangers. They're going to come pick us up soon. Busy breaking down camp. It's a bit of a disappointing way to end the trip, seeing as though we ended yesterday on such a high, but nonetheless we succeeded, and safety and health and wellness comes first. So we're going to be packing up quickly and hitting the road. If you are still watching, I just want to thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, like the video, and there's a ton of more content coming soon. Thanks so much guys.